Hi guys, in today's video we are going to talk about GPT 2.0 images versus Nano Banana 2, and for the comparison I am going to use Freepik spaces for this workflow because it is going to be really easy to compare both the images simultaneously. Again, I am going to leave the link in the description of this workspace so you can check it out with all the prompts and all the images that I have generated, and you can tweak your and you can tweak my prompts to generate your own prompts as well. So let's start now. So I'm going to just zoom in here by holding the control and scroll mouse button, and here is the first prompt that I have basically used: a close-up portrait of a young woman with platinum blonde braided hair. So you can see, yeah, both are having the young woman basically with blonde braided hair. So here you can see the blonde braided hair are visible clearly, but here you can see it, they are visible but only in basically the ponytail itself. It's not visible on the upper part. But here it's get interesting, guys. Wearing reflective silver sunglasses. So I haven't mentioned which type of sunglasses, but both are having the silver sunglasses. Here you can see silver, and here as well. And blue ocean horizon. So basically we can see in both ocean horizon is basically seen. But here comes the interesting part. You can see basically it's written blowing strands of hair across her face. So you can see there are strands like 2 to 3, but here you can clearly see the strands. And then you can see we have written a golden hoop earrings. So we can see the golden hoop earrings here and here as well. But here is the what we say the short angle. So you can see we have a low angle perspective. So you can see, yeah, it's taken from a low angle, but here you can see it's around eye level, not that much low angle. So in some part, if I want to rate this image out of 10, I would rate this Google Nano Banana to around 8, and this around 8 as well. I have cut one point here because if you see closely into the mirror, basically in the sunglasses itself, if I press the A key and zoom it here, you can see there is a sharpness, weird kind of sharpness that is in with ChatGPT 2.0. So you need to unsharp it when writing the prompt. You can see it here as well. So it feels like a smudge effect, not that much good. So that's why I would rate it around 7 to 8, but this is the better result. But again, angle wins here, and the details on the face wins here as well, and here as well. But I would prefer this version. So yeah, Nano Banana 2 wins in the first image. Now let's move to the second image. In second image, again, I had a dramatic low angle portrait. So in this, definitely this wins because this is not a dramatic low angle portrait by any means. You can say it's around eye level again. And you can see wearing round sunglasses and dark hoodie. Yeah, both are wearing the dark hoodie and round sunglasses, but here you can see the color has changed. It's not kind of hoodie that we want. It's a jacket, and then there is a hoodie here. And here you can see it's wearing the hoodie directly here. You can see by a vivid gradient, sunset, sky blending, deep orange and fiery red. So you can see, yeah, we have this deep orange and fiery red. Here you can see we have the blue, then we have the deep orange. So again, this is winning here. You can see we haven't mentioned here that we want what we say a background here, but you can see here we have a buildings and a terrace here. So again, this wins basically ChatGPT 2.0 images. I would rate this around 8 and this around 6 because the camera angle is wrong here from the starting itself. Now let's move to the third image. Now here is a really interesting part, guys. So just read it from the starting. You will get the idea why I am telling it is interesting. Because a cinematic multi-panel composition of a bride enveloped in a translucent veil. So you can see we have used a translucent veil here, and you can see this is looking really beautiful here. Yeah, we get the translucent veil here itself as well, but you can say it's not that much translucent. And here it definitely feels like a translucent veil, and it feels like that plastic translucent, which is a really good effect that I was going for. Actually, I wanted this, but composition wise and color wise, I would prefer this, and you can see here as well. Now let's the first compare all three frames here. So you can see horizontal frames, ethereal woman in a delicate wedding dress holding a bouquet of pale flowers standing in a dark mist filled with environment with soft volumetric light beams. So you can see we have the soft volumetric light beams as well, and here as well. So let's move to the second frame here as well. So you can see with soft, and there is a distance velocity bath in radiant heavenly light. Middle frame, an intimate close up through the sheer wheel with soft focus and diffuse highlights. So you can see, yeah, this is a close up, this is a close up, but I like this result a lot because it's having that top angle. So it looks like, okay, this is not that much authoritative, and here again it's taking that eye level angle, I don't know why. And let's go for the third frame. And for the bottom frame, a medium shot of her creating the bouquet wrapped in semi-transparent plastic. So yeah, you can see it's wrapped in semi-transparent plastic all over the all over the bouquet. And here you can see it's wrapped, but it's not closed from the above. Here you can see it's closed from the above as well. So yeah, again this wins by a close margin. Like I would rate this like a 7.5, and I would rate like a 6.5 to 7. Now let's move to the next basically prompt, and here ChatGPT basically failed. You can see the reason: your content was flagged by the provider safety system. So yeah, what was the prompt here? So you can see a dark sci-fi cinematic triptych showing a surreal laboratory and underwater transformation. So you can see underwater transformation. So I think what triggered here is the third thing and the first thing, because you can see we haven't described here what body and what we want here. So basically the body is naked here, and you can see here because we have written vertical tanks containing human silhouette suspended in glowing green liquid. So maybe that was the thing that basically flagged it. And the bottom frame, a wide underwater view through a circular porthole revealing a human figure entangled in organic cables and biomechanical tubes. So you can see this frame as well. So if I zoom it, you can see this was what I am talking about. So that's why again it basically raised a flag. So without any doubt this wins here. Now let's move to the next image. Here I have provided a reference of BMW, and I have written here a luxury silver sedan seen in reference parked in a futuristic architectural space. So you can see, yeah, it feels like a futuristic architectural space here and here as well. But here it get interesting with sharp geometric walls illuminated by a glowing triangular beam of warm golden light cutting across the scene. So you can see this is the warm golden light that is cutting across the scene, a triangular pattern. And here you can say it's triangular, but it has given a metal look and matte finish. So I would prefer this. And you can see this triangle, weird triangle that is glowing around the car. I don't know why, but here you can say definitely this wins here again without any doubt. So these are only the one generations that I have done. I haven't generated more than one generation. This is the first generation that I have basically generated, and I'm rating it. Now here it gets more interesting. So this is a GPT result, and this is a Nano Banana 2. So again, left is GPT, right is Nano Banana. You can see a beautiful young Indian woman with glowing skin and natural makeup holding and applying a Mama's Earth product. So again, you can see in both frames, product looks nice. But here it gets interesting. So reference in a casual selfie style frame set in a bright modern bathroom. So here you can see, yeah, this is a bright modern bathroom. You can actually feel with the, because she is wearing the bathrobe as well. And here you can see she's wearing a jersey. So again, I would prefer this version, but both of the face are having the cream here because I have mentioned it here as well. So I would prefer this one. Again, this is really natural skin. Again, there is sharpness here which I don't like. But again, I like the background that it is using here. It is using basically a bathroom here. I can tell it from the sink here, which I can see here, but it's not that much great compared to this. So again, this is the winner here. And let's move to the last image here, which is a typography, and I am impressed by both results here. So again, you can see elephants in Africa may vanish in the coming 10 years, may vanish in the coming 10 years. So you can see here as well. Now I like this line here because it is highlighting the 10 million and 5 lakhs remain. Here it is not highlighting that. So that's why I like this. And here you can see the destinations: China, Thailand. Here it is written, this is China, this is Thailand. Here again you can see China is missing here. So that's a really good thing which I like here. So again, both are amazing. You can decide which you want to go for. So poaching in Kenya, you can see poaching in Kenya, how much are killed here. Here is also the same thing. Here you can see lucrative industry because of the price tag of the killing, basically killing them for the tusk that they have here. So you can see the result, and here you can see why why they are using the tusk, so where it is used. So that's a really good thing again. So I would prefer, again, if you see here, the chat GPT version, because it is showing all the icons and all the stuff, basically comparing it here. And here you can see it's used here, but where it is used, it's not basically having those icons here. But I am overall impressed with both the results here. You can see here it is the having this arrow, but this arrow should be pointing to this elephant, not to the destination. So this is basically, it's going from Africa to China, so that's a really good thing. But again, I would prefer this version. But yeah, there is a bug in ChatGPT Images 2.0, which is basically it's over sharpening all the images here. If you have watched my first video as well of ChatGPT 2.0 and how you can use it, again the link will be somewhere above, and you can check it out, or you can go to my YouTube channel and you can check out that results as well. But you can see there are some revered sharpness going on, so you need to unsharp it by writing it in the prompt that I want to unsharp it by 40 to 50%, because it sharpens the image a lot. Again, I think it will be fixed soon, but this is how it is working right now in the comparison mode. So I would say, for like automotive visualization for cinematic frames where there are no like scenes that flags the output, I would prefer ChatGPT. But I need to basically unsharpen it. But if I go for the UGC and for this typography stuff, I would definitely prefer Nano Banana, because it feels a lot more realistic. And you are going to see it soon when I'm going to create a UGC Sedans 2.0 video. You will feel the difference as well. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you are new to this channel and you are liking the video so far, please subscribe to my channel and press that like button. Share it with your friends who wants to learn AI and wants to get ahead in their creative careers. I will see you next time. Till then, bye bye guys. Take care.